All right. Let's get this.
Prime Lewis Hamilton, a record 7 world championships. People began to hate just how powerful he was, but say what they will, he's still on the Mount Rushmore of all-time F1 driver GOATs. But since Max Verstappen's dominance over F1 in recent years, it can be easy to forget how dominant Lewis Hamilton was. So, how good was Prime Lewis Hamilton? Born in Stevenage in England, Lewis Carl Davidson Hamilton was born January 7th, 1985. His journey began when he was introduced to the world of racing at a tender age of 6, when his father bought him a radio-controlled car.
Oh, that's how he started?
How long have you been racing cars for already, Lewis?
About a year.
2 years later, he was competing in and winning races
that's so cute.
against adults. F1 has one of, if not the most expensive barrier to entry out of any sport, with car costs, repairs, management, travel, just to scratch the surface. So Lewis's dad knew the significant financial sacrifice, but he knew Lewis was special. To show that, he worked multiple jobs to be able to scrape by at home, but just enough to give Lewis the chance he needs to make it. And in 1998, at the age of just 13, Lewis was signed to McLaren's Young Driver program. Did Lewis do well? 2001 European and World Karting Championships. 2002 Formula Renault UK Series, finishing 3rd. 2003 won the championship title and grabbing a seat in Formula 3 with Manor Motorsport. 2004,
he's like 2016 right now.
Respectable 5th, but 2005 it wasn't even fair, winning 15 out of 20 races and of course claiming the title. People were starting to realize this was no ordinary kid.
My goat.
Lewis moved up to the GP2 series and won the GP2 championship in his rookie season. And then
damn!
Formula 1.
Mercy?
We've decided you're going to be a race driver, and it was sort of like, I had to bite my tongue, but it was an amazing moment, my dream.
Them sideburns though.
Only the best of the best sit in these seats. McLaren saw it,
Leclerc,
took the risk with Lewis, but then you realise who was in McLaren's second seat. None other than Fernando Alonso, the current defending world champion. If there was ever a mentor Lewis could have, he couldn't have struck it better. So, in 2007, it was his time.
He's already known to do this. Let's go.
Lewis finished on the podium in his first 9 races and won his first Grand Prix.
Damn!
Lewis Hamilton wins! Surely the first of many. The world is at his feet.
He narrowly missed out on the championship, finishing second by just 1 point.
It's all over, Hamilton.
No way!
Finishing second by just 1 point.
It's all over.
Oh my god.
Hamilton 7.
But 2008, he did it.
That he is going to claim 5th place, which is all he needs to do to become the 2008 Formula 1 World Champion.
At the time, he became the youngest ever F1 champion at 23 years old. I say at the time because
Sebastian Vettel, you are the world champion.
How old is Sebastian Vettel?
So it began, showing the world just how good he is. And now he had the financial backing and one of the best cars on the grid. He just took the championships by storm from here on out, right? Not exactly. Over the coming years, Lewis was still driving extremely well, but McLaren was struggling to provide a consistently competitive car.
What was that all about then?
2009, 2010, 11, 12,
you just hate to see a car just blow up on you like this, man.
Just consistently off. Meanwhile, Mercedes was looking to build a championship-winning team. They offered him a bold vision and a lucrative deal, convincing him to make the switch. In September 2012, Hamilton announced his decision to join Mercedes for the 2013 season, a move that surprised many in the racing world. But Lewis saw something.
This could work really
yes,
well
he
for
did.
Mercedes. They've timed it well. Oh, he went in the
Hello?
wrong pit. Hamilton went into the wrong pit.
Well, it was going to happen at one stage during the year, wasn't it?
Hamilton secured 5 pole positions and won the
what just
Hungarian
happened?
Grand Prix, showcasing glimpses of what was to come. It
Whose
may have
pit did
came
he go
in
into?
4th overall, the same position as where he's been in the last 4 years. But what that year did give them was time. Time to adjust to Hamilton's style. Time to modify their car. And time to learn.
I know this car.
When
Everyone knows this
was
car.
a big change in F1 history, introducing the
1.6-litre turbo hybrid engine.
And Mercedes had a secret weapon.
The 2014 race season is powered by a technical revolution, the power unit.
And this is when he never looks back.
skill and Mercedes' engineering prowess, the stage was set for dominance.
Fantastic job, Lewis. Fantastic and a really great racing.
How do you feel?
One win after another.
Home Grand Prix win.
Ah, beautiful. Keep going.
This man and this car was
England
just
is my city.
leagues ahead of the rest. But
Oh
if
my
you think
God,
it was
what
all
happened to the
clean
fender?
sailing, you'd be wrong.
You could have done.
I was on the pole lap.
But you think he could have done it deliberately?
I wasn't saying that. I'm not saying anything.
It's not gonna do it, my brakes have failed.
What's happening?
I'm gonna try and
Oh,
fix
shit.
what I did today.
But through it all,
World champion! I can't believe it!
Finally, you can
My
say
goat.
you are a double world champion.
That sounds
Oh, look
really
at her
cool.
smile.
there were 2 drivers for each team, and Lewis's teammate wasn't messing around either. In steps
Bottas?
Germany's own Nico Rosberg. This man
Oh,
was
no,
an
not yet.
incredible driver, all in himself. And even though they were teammates, they were
Oh my
anything
God.
but in what will become one of the biggest
What?
rivalries in Formula One history.
Really?
They were anything but in what will become one of the
What the
biggest
fuck
rivalries
was
in
that?
Formula One history.
Are you a friend?
Brother.
Of course, we're teammates.
The video on that is coming up very
That's
soon
some
here,
bull.
so subscribe. Lewis was near untouchable all season, finishing the season in the lead by a sizable 67
Oh God.
points. All season, he either won or the car was retired. The legendary run of Lewis Hamilton has begun. 2015. It was a little different. Nico knew the
time.
car better.
He's starting to
Mercedes
cook.
knew Nico better. All season, it couldn't have been more back and forth from one race and then the next race.
Well done, Lewis. Great drive.
As far as a season goes,
Great try.
seeing 2 people
Just
running
back
for
and
the top
forth.
spot for the entire season is exactly what Formula One is all about.
Oh, they're
But in the
teammates
end,
too. Oh my God.
World champion, pal.
That's the greatest moment of my life.
Second championship in the bag with no end in sight, right? Before that, we need to ask ourselves, what made Lewis so good in the first place?
Yeah, what, huh?
differentiated him from everyone else in the world? We'll find out shortly because Lewis wasn't done
When did
yet.
Verstappen get in? What year did he start racing?
2016, a year to remember.
Boom!
A year dominated by Mercedes, with them winning 19 out of 21 races.
God
but with
damn.
regards to the drivers themselves, it couldn't have been closer. Australia Race 1.
Oh my God. Wait, that whole car's wrecked.
Rosberg 1, Hamilton 0.
Hey.
Bahrain.
Hey,
So it feels wrong in my rib.
so you're telling me you're intentionally making this man's lose?
China.
I lost my way.
This car is not performing.
Russia.
Excellent drive, Nico. Well done.
Oh my
Now we're
God,
on
his
to
teammate's
race
just winning
5,
everything.
Spanish Grand Prix. This is where the rivalry went from bad to worse.
Turn 3 we go, and it's Nico Rosberg.
Yo!
Hamilton's onto the grass, and Hamilton's had a massive crash, and he's crashed into his teammate. The 2 Mercedes come together.
Oh my God, now they're
So gap
both
and I went
out.
for it, and that's
Why are
what
they?
racing drivers do. Definitely didn't expect him to do that. Gutted for all my fellow colleagues. There's 1,300 people that work for this car, and you know, you naturally just feel like you let
How
them down.
much is an
To let them
F1
down
car?
was
Just
put
to
it
like
lightly. A
explode
new
like that.
fresh-headed driver took his first win that day, Max Verstappen. I wonder if he'll be
Dun,
any good
dun,
in the
dun.
future.
Max Verstappen.
This whole season was a movie, so expect a video on this topic too, but throughout the season, it was the battle of Mercedes, as the rest of the grid just had to watch from afar.
Excellent drive, Nico. Awesome stuff, Lewis.
Race after race, sheer dominance, all the way down to the very last race.
Damn, look at that side eye action.
Sheer dominance, all the way down to the very last race. Abu Dhabi. 5.5 kilometers.
Oh, that was tense.
21 turns, and for a race famous for starting in the day and ending at night, the setting couldn't be better. Rosberg was 12 points ahead
Oh,
of Hamilton
in the bright
going
lights.
into the final race, and with 25 points for the winner, it was all to play for.
Oh, it's whoever gets first wins it all.
We start passing Verstappen.
Lewis is trying to go slow as he can out front.
Da,
Hamilton's
da,
like,
da, da.
will not clear off
Max
into the
Verstappen.
sunset.
Lewis, this is Paddy. We need you to pick up the pace to win this race. That's the instruction.
It's come down to the wire. But
Oh,
he's
come on,
surviving
man.
With Sebastian Vettel pressurizing him all the way. Lewis Hamilton wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
Lewis did it. Or did he? Lewis needed
What?
Rosberg to place 4th or below, but it was not meant to be. So yes,
Oh,
he won the race,
my God.
but lost the championship.
Nico
He
Rosberg
won.
is second.
He won the battle but lost the war this
He
year.
takes the championship.
Yes, world champion. Brilliant.
The German held his own and secured his one and only
My
world
goat!
championship. In a shock twist of events, as the dust was still settling, 5 days after this race, he made a shock announcement to the world.
I want to take the opportunity to announce that I've decided to end my Formula One career.
Met with shock,
What?
but eventually respect.
It's a bit of a bombshell.
Hey.
The announcement of your
He wins with the trophy at least. He didn't
retirement.
Yeah, of course, a little bit
stay
surprised,
long
but at the
enough
end of the day,
to
it's
see
our
himself
decision.
turn into a villain.
The decision.
He bowed out at the top so his legacy could be cemented. A remarkable moment in Formula One history. For Lewis, his main obstacle was out of his way going into the 2017
Oh, yeah.
season.
Look
And
at
with
it.
a
Look at my
fresh
man's
blue-eyed
go.
Valtteri Bottas taking Rosberg's place, nothing could stop Lewis now. 2017.
Lewis Hamilton does it in 2017.
2018.
Car number 44 has
Wow,
really been
beautiful.
the number one once
Keep going.
again. He comes
Yo,
out
the
to
trophies.
win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and to crown a championship
Antho.
winning season.
2019.
It's Lewis Hamilton, champion of the world. By far and away, the driver of 2019.
2020.
Lewis Hamilton.
Holy
wins
Jesus.
the Turkish Grand
Just winning
Prix
everything.
and is a 7-time champion of the world.
Lewis Hamilton was just unstoppable.
Who has the most wins
But
ever?
how? With Bottas in the same car as him, how did Lewis just keep winning? Let's break it down. I could sit here and talk about his training regimen or his mental preparation, but at this stage of the game, every
my
driver
God.
on the grid has this, as companies have invested hundreds of millions into these drivers.
How do I prepare for G-Force?
Ew,
So
look at that
then, why
neck.
Lewis? To
That neck action.
as companies have invested hundreds of millions into these drivers.
How do I prepare for G-Force?
So then, why Lewis? To mention his attributes, we have to start with his braking style.
I'm generally known as one of the latest breakers.
What makes it so different? He's known for constantly braking harder and later than everyone, so consistently. And when the difference between first and second can come down to
Oh
a thousandth
my
of
God.
a second.
My dad would go around and he'll stand on the track and see where the best drivers was braking.
Throwing this back to his dad.
There were
W
25 kids on the
Dad.
grid, and they could all put in the same lap times, but what actually marks you out as completely different to everybody else? You know, I said to Lewis, I'll tell you what, let's try late braking.
If he was braking here for the corner that's over there, he'd move further down the road, a couple meters further, and it's like, you gotta brake here, not brake where he's braking.
Being able to brake hard and get out of a corner
Damn.
earlier than the other drivers
Isn't that scary,
over
though?
every turn, that will all add
Do
up.
it again, and again, I can't, do it again. And eventually, I could brake there, and that's quicker than everyone. That's why I have the championships I have as part of that.
When he was younger,
Oh,
he
yeah,
was
let's
known
go.
in the karting community for
W
pushing
Dad.
the car too far. So to adjust to that, Lewis became a master of being able to balance the grip of the car to nearly perfection.
And Lewis Hamilton goes
Ooh, look at him go.
From the reports that Mercedes have put out, it shows that Lewis's car can be nearly 5 degrees cooler than his teammates when doing identical speeds. Sometimes that balance can go off, with Lewis's tyres blowing up mid-race, like at the British Grand Prix in
Jesus.
both 2013 and
Oh, let's not talk
2020.
about wheels blowing up. Oh no, oh no.
Look at the state of that Mercedes car.
But Lewis now hasn't won a race in Formula One since December the 5th, 2021. And if he's won again since we wrote this, just ignore that.
His first win in nearly 1,000 days.
So what happened? Well, just like in 2014, 2021 brought on a new set of regulations from the FIA governing body. In a quick summary, big changes happened to the aerodynamics of the car. The floors of the car had to be cut
The
diagonally
F1 cars
now
look
at the
so
rear,
beautiful.
which significantly reduced downforce. The rear brake winglets were shortened. Pirelli also came
So
in and introduced
beautiful.
a new construction for their tyres, aimed to be more durable and resistant to overheating, providing drivers with more consistent performance throughout the races. A year later also followed up with a change to the car's power units. So all of these combined
Oh,
made the
Jesus,
gates
that's a lot of
wide
things.
open to who would build the best car to adhere to these regulations. The winner?
Max Verstappen wins.
Do-do-do-do.
Baku, French, Mexico, Spanish.
If you didn't know the Dutch national anthem, you do now. But hold up, there's juicy finger-licking
Oh,
videos
Jesus,
on
that
your
guy
screen
flipped
right
over
now.
like crazy.
That's a
What the hell?
2-for-1 deal right now, so go on. I'll see you over there. They're good.